Hello everyone, today in Sangi's Cookery we are going to see how to prepare an Oats Dosa. Oats Dosa is a crispy breakfast recipe of crepes by mixing oats along with some flour, spices and herbs. This is a very healthy, nutritious recipe and also a very tasty recipe too. The texture of the Oats Dosa is somewhat similar to the texture of the rava dosa and also tastes somewhat like rava dosa. This particular recipe becomes handy especially when you don't have batter at home, and if you have oats and other spices at home, and you can quickly prepare it and it did not require any fermentation and we can quickly start making this dosa. So before we go on to the recipe, if you're watching my video for the first time, I would request you all to subscribe to my channel and also click on the bell icon for further interesting recipes and notifications. For preparing the oats dosa, I've taken 1 cup of the oats. What I've done is the regular oats I've taken and I have powdered it using a mixie jar. So this is 1 cup of oats. For 1 cup of oats, half cup of rice flour and 2 tablespoons of rava, salt as per taste, hing or the asafoetida, which is around half a teaspoon, approximately 2 cups of buttermilk, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 2 green chillies finely chopped and few curry leaves finely chopped. Along with this, gingelly oil required for making the dosas. So first I'm adding the powdered oats and the rice flour, finally adding the rava, mix it up nicely. I'm adding the salt, also adding the hing or the asafoetida powder, the green chilies, black pepper and the curry leaves. Mix it up nicely. Another tip I want to tell you is this is nothing but the oats rava dosa mix. So if you want, you can just put it in a ziploc cover and then store it in the fridge. And at the time of making, you can just add the buttermilk and make the batter. So this will be really handy at the time when you're very busy. Now I'm going to add the buttermilk. Add little by little and make it into the nice batter. So we can also add some jeera, say about 1 teaspoon, and if you require a little more spice, you can also add some crushed black pepper powder and also some jeera powder as well. Adding of the black pepper powder and the jeera powder is again optional, it's just to increase the flavor, that is my choice. You can dilute this in a watery consistency. So this is the consistency of this particular dosa, should be somewhat similar to the rava dosa. Just allow it to set for about 5 minutes and then we can start making the dosas. So now I have heated up the pan. So just mix it up nicely before adding it. The pan should be really hot when making this dosa. Just going to smear in some gingelly oil. Gingelly oil tastes good. In case we don't have gingelly oil, you can substitute this with any cooking oil. Slowly take it from the corners. Just make sure that the flame is somewhere between medium to low when making this. So this will be just like a rava dosa texture. So instead of making the rava dosa, if you have oats available, you can always make this healthy breakfast. So once it is done, you can see it's nice and crispy. You can just flip it and add it in the plate. Similarly, I'll be adding the next set of batter. Just mixing it up, the batter, and adding it in the hot pan. Also adding the oil on the sides of the oats dosa. So only while pouring the batter, just make sure the tawa is hot, otherwise let the flame be somewhere between medium to low so that it gets cooked evenly. I'm trying to slowly flip it from the corners. So once you feel that it's come out from the corners, then it will be easier for you to flip it. The dosa is nicely toasted into a nice brown in color, and let this also cook for about 1 minute on a medium flame. Turn it around. You can see a nice crispy oats dosa which is ready. The oats rava dosa is ready. I am serving this with the gunpowder or the idli malaga pudi, and also with some sambar or chutney. You can always serve this. This is a very quick recipe, and even if you don't have the batter in your fridge, you can easily prepare this if you have the oats and the rice flour and rava at home. So I hope you'll all try out this recipe, and if you like it, please share it with your friends and relatives. Have a wonderful day.